This is your login screen. The logins are preloaded in the drop-down menu here. Find the correct login, enter your password, and click Login. The default screen when you first log in is the Hours screen. Underneath this, you see an area titled View Hours. This area shows you and your service manager what each employee is currently doing right now, based on the work orders or ECodes they are clocked into. It includes all of your employees. If you click on the task they are clocked into, you will see details including when they clocked into it. It also shows a running total of their various statistics for that day, including their billed hours week to date versus their quota. Notice how the billed week to date quota column displays information in red, yellow, and green. Red is an indication that the employee is off track from their quota. Yellow means they're within 10% of reaching their quota, and green means they have met or surpassed their quota. Our system is designed with color coding throughout to make it easy to pinpoint good areas along with areas needing attention. At the bottom, you can look at the shop totals, which will allow you to measure the shop as a whole. The next tab is the Employees tab. This is where you would set up one of your employees. Let's take a look at Dave. Enter their first and last name, and then assign a username and password. Here you can assign a billed hour quota. The base hourly rate is entered here. This program works for hourly as well as pay for performance. The overtime multiplier is entered here, and the loaded multiplier is what that employee actually costs with their tax and benefits load. Here you can enter your performance tiers. These technicians are paid on production. You can have up to 10 tiers on this. If you pay hourly, simply leave these boxes blank. Next, we will click on the Work Orders tab. Here you will find the work order list that will generate on the technician's time clock. Our system integrates with Mitchell, RO Writer, and NapaTrax. If you don't have these systems, that's okay. You can simply enter the information. Let's check out the information on our productivity report. We have our week-to-date clock hours, which is the amount of time the employee has been in the building. The actual hours are the number of hours the technician has been physically working on a vehicle, and the billed hours, which are the number of hours you have billed to the customer. Here we have the employee expense with their tax and benefit load. You can see what they actually produced in the labor dollars column. In these columns, you can see their productivity and efficiency. We color-coded it so you can easily see where they are in relation to their goal. Then you see their effective labor rate. Your effective labor rate is what you're actually collecting for your technician's time as opposed to what your posted labor rate is. In the final column, we see the profit the technician actually made that week in labor profit dollars. The next report, the labor report, is the same report, but it doesn't have all the dollars on it. This is the one you can share with your technicians so they know where they're at for the week. We use this as their scoreboard and post it. We want the technicians to know how they finished at the end of the week. You don't want to be the guy in the red all the time. Next, we have the Timeclock Report. This is an actual legal time clock. It can be printed so your employees can sign their timesheet every week. It shows the clock hours they were there and what they billed, so it works whether you're paying hourly or paying on production. The next report is the Work Order Report. This breaks down the technician's performance per work order. If you're having an efficiency problem with a technician, this report will take you to their work orders quickly. It is color-coded so you can tell at a glance where attention is needed. The Snapshot Report is really a report for the owner. Here you can take a quick glance at the 3 categories of hours: how much money you're making, the employee expense week to date, net profit, and the labor profit percentage of each technician. There are many other reports that can help you really see into your labor times and dollars. Our final report is the ECode Details Report. This is the graph that gives you all the details regarding the way your employees are spending their time. In the Unaccounted For Hours column, This shows that Dave was unaccounted for 5.52 hours. That means he wasn't clocked in on an ECode or on a vehicle. We need to find out where he was for all those hours. At the end of the week, we can see we have 15 missing hours. What were the technicians doing for 15 hours that they were still here on the clock? They should always be on a car or on an ECode. This is also a good tool for checking your advisors. Is it taking a long time to get authorizations? Now I have a tool to track that time and then do something to improve it. Are the technicians spending a lot of time waiting for parts? This can help us determine if we have inventory or delivery time issues. Do you know how much warranty work you're doing? Are you tracking the time your techs are spending on warranty repairs? This will help you determine if warranty work is a part issue or a technician issue. Let's look at our Configuration tab. Here is where you will edit your performance tiers for paying your technicians on production. If you don't pay on production, just leave these boxes blank. At the bottom, here's where you can set up your ECodes. You can first choose whether or not to use them. LPM suggests that every owner uses them because you want to know where that time is at. LPM has ECodes already loaded, but you can turn them on and off and add your own. You can have up to 10 ECodes. Finally, let's look at our Support tab. Here is all the information you need to contact support. You can find AMT's phone number, after-hours support number, email, website, and some helpful documentation to get you started and answer frequently asked questions. LPM support will make sure you and your staff are thoroughly trained to operate this user-friendly program. Labor Profit Management is a great tool to help you measure and manage your labor profits.